The Bodhran, ensemble single, Bodhran, or Bodhran, or the cat is out of the bag, and I'm not sure I'm entirely happy about it. I've been sitting on a secret for the last 10 years since moving to Edinburgh, and that secret is this small drum called the Bodhran or Bodhran. It's popular in Irish and Scottish folk music, or as it's called up here, traditional music, which I think is a terrible name because it's actually a very modern, progressive form of music. But it has a lyrical quality that is similar to a tabla crossed with a frame drum, crossed with a cajon, really. It's played with a stick, has a bottom end kind of boom, a clicky stickiness, but then the player also adjusts the tension of the head to give it this lyrical pitchiness. You hear it go boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That change in pitch is the changing of pressure, and it has almost like a tabla-like quality to it, which makes it incredibly versatile for media composition. And I've been using this as my secret weapon for the last 10 years. So I thought, I don't like hawking too much on this channel, but this thing is free. It's part of our Vaults series. If you're not familiar with that, links in the video description down below. The reason I just wanted to share it with you because it may sound like something kind of Celtic and a bit Irish and all of that kind of stuff, all of those stereotypes, but actually it's a phenomenal drum for media composition. Whatever your genre, whatever the subject matter, it doesn't have to be Irish, Scottish, folky. So I'll just take you through some stuff that I've been doing with the Bodhran. With the Vaults version, we've got a bunch of loops. And they all sync to your host tempo. I'm just going to work at 120 today. And then we've got the multiple hits across there. But a clever addition, which I've never used before, this is Cam, our head of production, I think his idea, is with the modulation wheel, you can alternate between patterns, which I didn't really get. Let's hear 2 bars of this. And then this all the way up. And I didn't really understand why he did that. And then what I've realised, just nancing around with this is basically modulation control CC001, but I've got it assigned to this fader, is that you can create a performance in real time because you're not re-triggering stuff, you're cross-fading between different patterns, different performances. And you'll notice all of the white notes which have the loops on are monophonic for this purpose. So you can create stuff that's really engaging because whilst it's not reinventing the wheel every bar, it is kind of performing and changing and developing. I'm just going to lay this down live and just leave this looping. That works out nicely. So this is all totally editable after the event. So maybe the odd little flam between performances can be corrected. But I'm just generally happy with how that sounds. So what I love about this drum is it's got that really high top end, it's really low bottom, and also that great kind of Tommy feeling in the middle. So what I'm going to do is create another track and just use this for 16ths. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little forced legato there, already quantized. And then I'm not really worried about the pattern per se where the lower stuff is concerned, because I'm just going to filter out all of that stuff and create a hi-hatty, shakery type part. Let's put that into a loop. Okay, and then let's just put a delay on that to make it totally flow. Okay, let's hear that together. Now I've got percussion, which is our drum playground. Again, this will work with any orchestral style drum library. Okay. Unquantize all of these off. Okay, I'm going to put a bit of a swing on it. I think B might be enough. We might go to C, and then there's a little bit of, because it's a bigger drum, there's a bit of a delay on the front. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken those little flammy things off there, and I'm going to replace with some roughs here. So same instrument, but playing roughs. Tom's low, rough. Sounds counterintuitive, but actually I'm going to move these way before. So that sounds like, I think that might sound better. Great. Now I'm going to go for something way bassier. So let's go use a finger. Something nice and bassy there, and I'm going to be very limited here. Something I've also been doing, which really works well with the Bodhran, is to use actually strings, which may seem surprising, but let's load in strings, and then I'm going to do a Bartok. And tune. Let's smash smash that to smithereens. Whoa. Okay, let's duplicate that, and I'm going to have a little listen to some collegno. So again, these are strings, not drums. Collegno, which is where they bang it with the back of their... Okay, I might just reduce some of those naughties. Just a couple more ideas with the Bodhran. Firstly, is to imitate its quick bit. So I'm going to put some metallic stuff just to give it a slightly less folky flavour. Go to a new ensemble single. Different. Bit too flammy for me. Oh, like my piano teacher see my fingering now. Yeah, it works better without a swing on the top there. Just a couple more things. The Bodhran is sounding quite kind of divorced and poppy, so I'm just going to add some reverb onto that. Let's just try the reverb that's on board, see what that sounds like. It's a bit too long for me, for this. I'm going to compress it a bit. Now, the other thing which the Bodhran is absolutely awesome for, and I'm just going to call up a... Because it's got all of these different frequencies, the top, the bottom, and the middle, and then these different pitches with the different tensions of the string, it makes a great vocoder carrier. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Where am I going to put this? So I'm going to take it... So I can't hear that. You still can. Let's go no output. Let's go bus 2. Looping that. We still can't hear it because it's going through an auxiliary. And then what I'm going to try is new software instrument track. There's one in-house, not Tina, not you today, lovely Tina. We are instead going to go. I actually remember buying this thing when you used to be able to buy all of the different Logic stuff separately. Okay, now what we want to do, look at the resolution on that GUI. Lovely. Okay, signal. And we want, you can hear that, I can't. Vocoder. Take out record there. Might be fun just to play that down live with the track. But again, what will happen is it'll embrace that kind of Bodhran, Bodhran rhythm, but bring it some kind of, I wasn't going to say modern, because I'm 53. Anyway. Because we should. Bit more skippity-hoobity, to use a top technical term. So it's not just 16ths, we've got just a bit of kind of rhythmic texture in there. A little bit of delay, just top end delay. Here, so delay. Anyway, cat's out of the bag, linked below, Volts, totally free, plug-in self-contained, you don't need contact or anything like that to run it. And the Bodhran, I hope this just gets Bodhran players around the world lots and lots of work, bring them in, and believe you me, when you double track those things, just absolutely awesome. But I hope you'll agree, a really versatile instrument, doesn't necessarily have the air of Scottish or Irish music about it. It has a neutrality to it, which I really like, but is also great as a hi-hat, as a tom, as a kick, but also, as a vocoder carrier. If you have any questions about what I've been up to today, and obviously I've just been like finagling around for about 45 minutes. The process of creating really good rhythm parts is a much more refined and precise one, but it's just great to jump on the horse and go for a ride, if you will. But if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. I do read them, and if I can answer them, I will. If you haven't subscribed yet, most of you haven't. We've studied the figures. The best way you can support us to make more of these videos, to make more vaults, is by subscribing to this channel, and do ding that bell if you want to be notified the next time we put something up. Enjoy the Bodhran, Bodhran.